Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're specifically going to focus on acupuncture and how it treats migraines or headaches. Um, Generally, people usually having any type of migraine pain or headache pain complain about, they can't look at light. Light really tends to intensify their pain. Any type of sound intensifies the pain. They usually get it, if not every day or a few times a day, at least a few times a week that they're in pain. It stops them from being able to function at work, function with their family, function with their significant other. What we're going to basically illustrate is what acupuncture can bring to the table in as far as treatment for the migraine or for the headache. First thing I'm going to start off with is I'm going to show you guys a famous doll. So usually you will have people complaining of migraines or headaches will mainly be focusing either in the frontal area, the sides, or the occipital area, which is in the back. Sometimes people will come in and say they have a vertex headache, which is they feel it directly on the top. That's relatively rare. A lot of the times you may feel it behind the eyes, in the sinuses. Some people say they feel it kind of stems from the back of the neck. So if you are having or experiencing any type of headaches or migraines that have these characteristics, keep in mind that acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine work really well for it. It's much safer, much better than just popping pills. The popping pills may decrease your pain, but it's not treating the root of the cause. So keep that in mind. It's not treating the root of the problem, where acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine focuses on finding the root, finding the problem, and actually treating it while decreasing your signs and symptoms like the sharp headache or the achy headache or the pain behind the eyes or on the sides of the head, so on and so forth. One thing you may want to expect when going into the acupuncture treatment, let's grab the doll here again, is just because you go to an acupuncturist doesn't mean, if you're going in for headaches, doesn't mean they're going to specifically do points in your head. Keep in mind, it is a whole body. Everything is very connected. After all, when you do feel a sensation down on your feet, you actually feel that sensation by the signals that are shot up to the spine, the spinal cord, and eventually that sensation is taken into the brain. The brain calculates and then realizes there's a sensation down on the feet. So there's a whole traveling communication that's going on. So because everything is connected, we can, for example, do points on the feet that actually affect the head for your headache. So we don't necessarily have to go into the affected area to treat the area. Okay? Things to expect after your acupuncture treatments, keep in mind that it's usually not one treatment that's going to make you all better and the headaches go away and they're never going to come back. It's a process, right? So if someone's coming in and they've been experiencing headaches for 6 months, a year, 10 years, it's going to take time to be able to treat that, right? So things to may look out for during your acupuncture treatments or after your acupuncture treatment is that your headaches may start to decrease. Okay, so instead of getting them once a day, once every other day, a couple times a week, you may notice your headaches are still coming, but they're coming every other week, or they're coming once a week. Okay. Another thing you may notice is the duration of the headache may begin to decrease. So instead of getting a headache and you're out cold for about 5 hours in bed with lights off and sound completely quiet, you may notice that your headache or your migraine may only last about 30 minutes. 30 minutes then after a while becomes 20 minutes, 20 becomes 15, and just slowly it'll begin to dissipate and taper off. Another thing you may notice is the intensity of the headache. You may feel that, with a pain scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a very intense headache, you may start your first acupuncture treatment with telling your acupuncturist that my pain scale is about a 9 usually. And then after a few treatments, when the acupuncture checks back in with you, you'll say my pain scale is probably about a 5 or 6. And that'll eventually begin to decrease, eventually going to a 2 or 3, 1, and eventually a 0. So Keep in mind that acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine does bring a lot to the table as far as treating migraines and treating headaches. You can reach us if you have any questions or concerns regarding your headaches or migraines. You can always reach us at the number at the bottom of the screen, or visit our website at www.balancewithinyou.com, all spelled out. That should also be at the bottom of the screen, www.balancewithinyou.com. If you have any other questions or concerns, feel free again to get in touch with us, and tune in next time, and we'll be talking about some really interesting things, so you may want to check in next time. Take care.